What did we talk about on Friday? I should see like tons of hands up now if you were good listeners on Friday. What did we start talking about? Brianna?
Rates.
We started talking about everyone.
Rates.
Correct. We started talking about rates. And we did something like this. And I made you count like you were in a military camp. And you're all like, come on, Miss Dobble. When do we get to stop? And then I was like, sit down, and you were like this. What were we checking for? What kind of rate were we checking for? Exactly. Lily Mae?
Our pulse.
You're checking your pulse. This is finding your pulse, right? When you go like this is your pulse. What kind of rate, though? Your Ritza?
Heart rate.
You're resting. Yes, it was your heart rate. Worry.
Faster.
You think it's going to be faster after you exercise, right? Okay, let's just find out just to make sure because I know we might forget from Friday. Here we go. And 1, 2, and you're going to do 20 and you're going to count with me. 3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Sit down. Hurry. 3, 2, 1. Check. Starting right now. Stop. Write it down before you forget. Raise your hand if it was similar to the heart rate you had during the exercise rate on Friday. Raise your hand if it was kind of similar. It should have been, because either way it should have been a high number after you exercise. On your sheets of paper, does somebody help me out? Abby.
We do 9 times 4.
Oh, okay, 9 times 4 is what, Abby?
36.
36, so then I would put 36 over,
6.
or
60.
60, or,
1 minute.
yeah, you could just put per 1 minute. And another way to write this would be right like this, 36 beats per minute. If everybody could do what I just did on the board on your paper with your own rate, that would be perfect. And for you, that's perfect because you weren't here Friday, so you can use today's. When you're done, raise your hand and tell me your findings. Was our hypothesis we made, does everyone know what a hypothesis is? Okay, what is it? Just remind people that don't know. Lily Mae?
It's like a guess for the future.
Yeah, it's a guess for what the outcome you think might be. So, was our hypothesis correct or incorrect? Glory reminded us that we kind of thought that our what would be higher. What would be higher, Glory? Our exercise rate. Was our hypothesis correct or incorrect? It was correct. Good job. So our exercise rate is obviously going to be higher because our heart rate increases when we exercise. That's just one example of a rate. There are many other examples, and today we're going to do a super fun activity. Of course it's going to be fun. You're welcome. I always try to make things fun. Sometimes when you go to the doctor, they're like, wow, your heart rate's so crazy right now. It might be higher than what they're expecting. And that maybe it's just because you're nervous. So sometimes your heart rate can fluctuate because of your nerves. Raise your hand if that's ever happened to you. If you know you're nervous, okay, put your hands down. If you know you're nervous, your heart rate might increase. So that doesn't mean your resting rate is always going to stay the same. These things can change. Your heart rate is probably... Somebody else repeat what she just told me. Very good. A rate is a comparison of unlike units. What's a unit rate then? If a rate is a comparison of unlike units, what's a unit rate? Go ahead, tell me.
A comparison to 1 unit.
A comparison to 1 unit, correct. So today we're going to be practicing, as promised. I didn't give you homework on Friday because I was, I don't know, feeling nice for some reason. So I promised that today we would do the worksheets together. Some of you heard me say that. Kyle is ever going to graciously give you these gifts of worksheets that we're going to fill out together. And these worksheets are just going to help us understand rates a little bit better. Instead of saying measurement, we'll make it more general. So what does this stand for? Not length, but what does it stand for? Miles. So we'll say miles. And I want everyone to write as I'm writing, so I expect everyone to have this worksheet done. You will be accountable for your work. And what is it comparing it to? The hours, yeah. So we're going to just write miles, and then you can make a little comma just to separate them, and write hours. The next one says $16 each hour. So what are you comparing here? Yuritsa?
$16 to hours.
Okay, generalize it though. We're comparing.
Dollars.
We're comparing dollars to hours. $16 each hour. I would love to make $16 an hour. Man, that would be nice. Wouldn't that be nice? Probably.
Yeah.
I think so. $16 per hour. How about number 3, 32 cents? Now that we have finished these worksheets, what I want you to do is kind of put your, just like this, make your workbook look like this, and put your rates worksheet that we just did right on top of it. And then put it with your things, please. Just put it in the pile. I will know you're ready for this fun activity when your desk is clear. Can anybody think while we're getting ready and organized? In real life, when do you use rates? You know I'm a big fan of giving you a reason for everything. I promise you, you will use rates somewhere in life. When do we use rates?
When you're grocery shopping.
She nailed it right on the head. So Kyle, what'd you say?
When you're going grocery shopping.
When you're going grocery shopping. Guess what you're doing today?
Grocery shopping?
You're going grocery shopping, but guess what you're not getting?
Groceries.
You're not getting groceries. We're just pretend shopping. But what you are going to do is get to work with a partner. And with your partner that I'm choosing for you, Miss John, well, why can't we choose our own partners? You can't choose your own partners because I want you to really focus on this activity, not the person you're working with. And with the person that you will be paired with, I expect you to work together as a team. I expect you to be respectful to one another. And everyone in here, guess what? You should just make a new friend. If they weren't your friend before, now you made a new friend. With this activity, we're going to be shopping. Well, Miss Double, what do you mean we're going to be shopping? We're not in a grocery store. Somebody, out loud, read what the directions are for this activity while I pass this out.
Directions. Walk around the room with your partner and find each scenario. Write the unit price in the right column for each item listed in the left column. Also, if there are 2 items, write in the unit price column which is the better deal.
Very, very nice, Corey. Thank you for reading those directions. The 4 to 5 with the price of them, you'll find $44 listed somewhere. And the 240, the same thing. You'll find a sign that kind of says 240 of something. If you're missing these clues, that just means your eyes aren't on me. Shame, shame. Hope you get a good partner to help you out. Rules. No running. Number 2, no shoving. Number 3, this isn't a race. Take your time. Number 4, when you're done, please place the papers in my in bin. So that means both partners need to be writing these things down. You are working together as a team. Number 5, what do you think? You're done. I'm going to take a few laps around the room, Miss Dowell, to get my heart rate moving. That's what I'm going to do when I'm done. Right, everyone? Take a few laps around the classroom? Well, what do you think I'm going to do? Did we finish that other side of the worksheet?
No.
Do you think that'd be a good idea of what I could do?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So when I'm done, my partner and I are going to walk really loudly to our seats, and we're going to sit down and have a load of fun together. Right?
Nope.
No. Oh, so you're going to walk quietly to your seat.
And do your worksheet.
Oh, okay. So I'll do my worksheet independently?
Yes.
All right, just making sure. So after, then you can read, but I don't want you to rush through that worksheet. Are we ready?
Yes.
Sound a little more excited. Are we ready?
Yes.
All right, on the count of 3, you and your partner can get up and move around. Right. He was so excited he couldn't help it. 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 3. Go ahead.
All right,
Don't forget around.
Maybe we should go somewhere else. 220 miles or 5.
About words. Right. 2 times 7. You're gonna go.
I'm going to wrap this activity up. I'm going to ask you to go back to your seat within the next 15 seconds. Please be back in your seat. And quiet. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. You have 9 seconds to get to your seat. 8, don't worry about it if you're not finished. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Raise your hand if you at least have the items written down on your paper. Raise your hand if you are completely not finished and you have blank spots and you don't even know where the things are.